An ancient sound has finally come home. Only for the past 7 years has this haunting cry returned to the Great Smoky Mountains. It's the bugle of the elk. In the late 1700s, the elk of the eastern coast were hunted to extinction for their meat, fur, antlers, and ivory teeth. Now humanity has reversed their efforts. In 2001, a handful of elk were reintroduced. Now, they flourish. No undertaking of this magnitude is without obstacles.
I would say there were three major challenges to the program. The first challenge being that we never got the third group of elk in to start with. In the population models, we estimated we needed 75 to 90 animals to really get a viable population going. The second was, with just those 52 animals, we would have wanted a really high sex ratio skewed towards females. We would have wanted, 2 females for every male. Certainly wasn't the case. It was about 50-50. The third major obstacle would be that most of the calves that were being born were getting killed. The elk that we brought in have not had to deal with black bears as predators before. The area in Kentucky and Canada where we brought them from, they don't have black bears, so they didn't really know how to hide their calves, how to defend their calves against the bears. So we've seen a really steep learning curve over the past 6 or 7 years.
Despite that, the herd has pulled through.
To me, it's wonderful to see that the park system's willing to go through this project. It's it's the way the Smokies were over 100 years ago.
This reintroduction is important. I think we've realized some of the mistakes we made in the past. We're trying to correct them now. These are God's creatures. We need to treat them like that. It's important to our health, our mental health, the health of America.
We really didn't realize how close they were going to be to us. We thought that we'd actually have to look for them, but we didn't. They're actually right here at us, and it's amazing to see that because they're not scared of us or anything like that.
Probably the most interesting cycle that elk go through would be the fall rut. That's when all the bulls are bugling, all the bulls are fighting, challenging each other for dominance. That is when they breed as well. And that's kind of the future of the herd. That's what we depend on.
Every year when the rut returns, the success of the program is reinforced. But the rut brings danger. With increased hormonal levels, the bulls exert aggression, making them unpredictable. That is why there is the Bugle Corps. The Bugle Corps consists of volunteers that dedicate their time to others. They educate people and keep them from aggravating the 700-pound animals.
Yeah, the Bugle Corps volunteers come from a wide range of backgrounds, and that's one of the things that has made that program so successful, is that we've got really great volunteers. So we have a number of folks who are retired from vast experiences. We have people who are still currently working.
It's really been an enjoyable time. We got to see the calves drop in June, and now we're going to see them breed in September. As you can hear behind me, the bugle.
We came down here yesterday, and they were showing us some of the horns that had fallen off the elk in the past, and teaching us about the different fur coats.
One of our core missions is to not just protect it, but also provide for the enjoyment. And the elk reintroduction has more than doubled the visitation into Cataloochee.
People from all over the country flock to the park to see the elk. The fact that humans have restored something they once destroyed brings hope, and anticipation of a brighter tomorrow.
Hopefully there'll be other species reintroduced too. I know they're working on wolf projects, and maybe one day we'll have bison out here again.